Good morning, everyone. Yes, there is no problem with your eyesight. We have a pump. On Bitcoin at least, and some on the other coins as well. It's like welcoming an old friend, a friend whom you didn't see for 2 years, and now you are just staying in front of your house and you are waiting and waiting because you know that he should arrive. And it seems that he's arriving. There are signs, but of course, we need to make sure that it's him. Therefore, we are gonna check the pump on Bitcoin, some confirmations. We will check EGLD, obviously, because we like EGLD, and EGLD also broke some important resistance. And I'm gonna tell you which coin I think it is time to buy in again, because, market cap. And I'm gonna explain to you in just a second. So let's start. So let's start with Bitcoin. As you can see, since last night we pumped from 22,000, 21,700 to 24,700. And yeah, it feels good. It feels good. We see a very big green candle. If I switch it to daily, obviously it is like one candle, maximum two. And I'm just waiting now to correct a bit because we pumped so hard. We need to correct in order to have a healthy momentum to attack the 25,000, because that is the next resistance. The 25,000, that is also a very important psychological resistance for many people. That is where some traders, some whales will sell, maybe some miners as well, because in the last couple of months it wasn't the best for them, especially when we were at the 16,000. However, this is good sign. This is a very good sign because we just made a higher high, and that is the most important. RSI, however, shows a hidden divergence, or not so hidden, on the daily, because as you can see, for this price target, the 22,000, 24,000, the RSI was overbought like this. And for the almost 25, the RSI is lower. Now we know that this is not a great pattern, because this can show a trend pivot, this can show a trend reversal, and if RSI doesn't catch up to this level, then we might have a turnaround, let's say, in the trend. Right now we are in a good uptrend. We have higher highs and higher lows, obviously, and if we break through the 25,000, I think that will just provide a very good support. Now there are two things which you need to consider. One, what if this breaks through? What if Bitcoin goes above the 25,000 and confirms? What happens then? I think altcoins will have a great 1 or 2 weeks, and we will see some major pumps. The other one is what happens if the RSI proves that we are gonna have a trend reversal. It will show something like this, and the price does return a bit lower than the previous higher high. Now that will be, let's just say, a continuation of the downtrend, and maybe we will return and confirm somewhere here on this support line, which is coming from the $70,000. However, at this point, I don't think that this will happen, and I tell you why. People, they just FOMO in. And now after the CPI, after the inflation going down, and after DXY actually going up, and Bitcoin doesn't really care because Bitcoin just pumped parallel to the DXY, which is insane, we might have more rallies, we might have more pumps. However, everybody is saying that this is a bubble because there is just no reason for the pump. There is no reason for another bull market. We might have a very nice relief rally as we had in 2019. We might see Bitcoin return to the bottom. However, as long as this keeps up, I think we should make sure that we capitalize on that. So let's go forward and check for confirmation, because I am talking about confirmation for so long, and I said that if this is not confirmed, I mean the Bitcoin's breakout, and keep that in mind that these reversals are not 100% applicable. So this is just one of the indicators which you should take in consideration when you are trading. But if it's not confirmed by other indicators, then it could mean nothing. I don't want to sugarcoat it, and I also want to make sure that you are not overjoyed, okay? Just let's be prepared for everything. However, we have a confirmation now, and I was talking about that for several weeks now. I said that if Bitcoin is just pumping, but Ethereum doesn't break out from this big triangle, which you can see somewhere here right now, which is coming again from the all-time high, then we don't have a confirmation for Bitcoin, and that could be a fake out. Now, right now, as you can see here, we have the confirmation. which is important, which confirms our price actions on Bitcoin. So it could mean that we are pumping further, that we are done with the bear market. It is possible, obviously, and Ethereum is confirming it for now. Now, what I want to see from Ethereum is something like this. Okay, and it doesn't really matter if it's on a daily or 4 hour. Daily would be better, but if it's on a 4 hour, that's also nice. But we need some kind of a confirmation to make sure that yes, we broke out from this triangle, and we are happy and we are prepared to go forward. We should also have a red candle, and we should have a bigger pump in order to say with certainty that we are breaking out. Now, what are the price targets? Right? That is what everyone is waiting for. For Ethereum, we have two price targets, and I'm going to return to Bitcoin as well. As you can see, we have a big triangle and we have a smaller triangle. For the smaller triangle, I think the price target is a bit more certain than for the bigger one, because it's this blue line, and that says that Ethereum will go back in the near future to the $2,700. That if you want to measure the bigger triangle, which is this one, let's be a bit conservative here, and we want to put it to the breakout, that gives us a very hefty price, and that is back to the all-time high, the 4,700. And the interesting part is, and it's like a coincidence, or maybe not a coincidence, but the interesting part is that if you go back to Bitcoin, you can see here as well this yellow line. That yellow line is the price target for the falling wedge, for this enormous falling wedge which is coming from the $70,000. And for this breakout which happened, and it is confirmed right now, the price target is between $50,000 and $60,000. Dream scenario for all the coiners, for everybody who holds crypto, because that would mean that in the meantime we have a lot of pump on altcoins. Let's go on EGLD. As you can see, EGLD broke out from the $45, and I was already desperate, honestly, because I just couldn't see it breaking out. Until yesterday, because my wife now, she's taking a trading course, and she wrote here a couple of things, and that said that RSI 1 hour divergence is higher low, and 48 price target if breaks the 45 resistance. If it bounces back, it's $40. Now it's not visible, but let me show you on the 1 hour that on the 1 hour on this longer from the 9th of February, we had a hidden divergence, a trend reversal sign, which is this one. And that kind of gave us the conclusion that it's going to turn. However, I didn't see it until yesterday. And since EGLD is a very small altcoin and it is very sensible to everything which happens on Bitcoin and crypto market, I didn't really want to put any money on that. But right now we have a breakout at $45. And what I'm waiting for again is a confirmation. That would be the best. If EGLD just would return to 45, confirm, and start to climb, that would be a dream scenario, and I would start to long here. Nevertheless, I am just about to buy 10 to 20 EGLD because I want to further buy in on some of the altcoins in the Multiverse X ecosystem, and let me show you which one and why. So as you know, I am a big fan of ZoidPay, and the reason I want to buy in is the following. You can see that here we have a very flat price action, but what is even more important or more interesting is the volume, the 24-hour volume, and that 24-hour volume is $140,000. That is what it's moving the price by 20-30%. Now it is almost the same to QoWatt as well, and I want to say that QoWatt is performing very well. It didn't really have a bear market, and now it just popped to 0.022 with a volume of $50,000. Okay, keep that in mind that it's $50,000, which moves the price by 2x, 3x. Cantina Royale also put in a higher low, obviously a sign for a pump, and the moving volume is $50,000. Holoride is at $0.06, again with a higher low. If I go to the 3 months, we can see it's much more clear. The volume is a bit bigger, is above $100,000, still very low for any project in crypto. Now, if I want to compare it to an altcoin which just popped 100x, let me show you TAP. And I know that many people are talking about TAP, but it just popped 100x. And the volume is 1 million to 2 million or below 1 million. As you can see here, it's 2.1, 1.5 million. So it's $1 million. That would mean that the volume is 10, 20 times bigger than the volume we have on the projects in the Multiverse X ecosystem, the big projects in the Multiverse X ecosystem. Now, as you can see, as soon as volume or trading volume or 24-hour volume appeared on tap, and it went from $40,000 to 100,000 and then to $500,000, it just increased the price by 1 to 3x. And that is what I'm expecting from the projects on Multiverse X, because X Portal is coming. X Portal is here on the 28th of February. And if Multiverse X or EGLD gets a bigger exposure to many more investors and people start to talk about it, maybe they will start a marketing campaign, I have no idea. Or people just research some altcoins which are in the top 50 in the ranking and they already have some working products like the Maiar app, for example, or Exporter, or they have some good reviews, good community, so on, so on. Probably the volume will appear on the smaller project or on the projects on Multiverse X as well, because everybody knows that the layer 1 is a safer bet. But if you really want to make some money, then you have to buy in the riskier projects, in the smaller ones. And yeah, ZoidPay, they have money. They are becoming a big project without any volume yet. And the same goes for Cantina Royale, for Holoride, because they have a working product, they have real life utility, real life use cases. And what can I say? That is the recipe for a good project. So all we need is marketing here, because I think when people just start to buy in, when the new people who want to FOMO in and they will start to search for a project with real life utility, that is what they will find. That Holoride already has the kit and they can use it. That Cantina Royale has a very cool game, because I think the game is great and the team is upgrading and updating all the time. They are just improving the game and they are adding new characters without selling them. That's very important. Super app, the mall in the metaverse, the bank. I mean, lots of things are in the works there, and I think it will be time at one point to have Edward again on the channel. Maybe in the near future. Take care.